I didn't realize Capcom Cup was happening until like midway through today. Where am I now? We'll watch the intro video, sure. Why not? That's the music they use for, like, at least a form of the music they use for is SFLJP. Oh yeah, the birds got there, it looks like. Did Lashar win yet? Not quite. Not quite. What's up? I thought for sure I was playing Hades today. I forgot about the way time works. Yeah. I still fucking hate the way this split shit.
And Mena are D. Around 4:45, groups G and Any Omega. Look at the detail on that costume. Phenomenal work there by the makeup.
That's fine, Danny. Like, I don't think they're showing anything like new or anything. It's probably just him working the crowd, basically. They're introducing Group A players right now. Let's just... Oh no, they're just introducing all the players, huh? Shit. Have I just missed nothing? I guess it's... These things normally take a little while to start up, huh?
246 observing this.
Oh, these are the players for like the first 4 groups? 3 or 4?
Sumo wrestlers, but we are gonna.
Yeah, I'm basically like
just as excited as
missed nothing, huh? Oh man, this group is interesting. Okay, we're live now.
And he could be trying to cause a ruckus in this group. Funny you say Psycho Power.
Man, no offense to Hot Dog, but he ain't winning this this bracket. I could feel like any of the other 3 could make it out though.
This is what's going to be going on in Group A for day 1, right? Please pay attention going into how the Phase 1 is conducted, because throughout the days, we'll have these 2 matches, then we'll move on over to Group B as well. But this is what you could expect right at the top of the show.
Yeah, it's crazy to see, and like I said, just to reiterate, only 2 players will emerge victorious out of the group in totality.
I'm definitely not watching the whole thing tonight. I'll probably stay up till like somewhere between like 12:30 and 1, depending on how it works out. And I'll watch the rest of it offline probably.
Is actually going to perform well today.
But I figured I'm watching it right now. Might as well
I
stream.
might not be feeling good, but everybody here has the capacity.
Blaze is
to win.
my money.
Boy, was he right by those
Blaze
standards,
is...
because they need to bring their A game. Heck, maybe their
I feel like
S
Blaze
game.
is a really
Right,
good
because again,
choice,
there's gonna
especially.
be a lot of money on the line here. We're transitioning over to Group B. Vicious, talk to him.
I feel like... Oh... Is that like Indy Walker Fudo, I feel like, for the finals? Winners final? But probably Inning Walker. That's my bias, so I love watching that kid play. Fudo's so good though. Kawano's no slouch, but he just hasn't had the results in this game.
On Valentine's Day, I was well shocked looking at this.
It kind of feels like to me that he just hasn't really found his character yet.
The names, reading the history there, like, hang on a minute. We've got the UK Shining Prospect, we've got the Singularity, we've got Attack on Heavy Tank, we've got the Dauntless. And listen, I'm looking at Fudo's game there. Bravery's not someone anybody wants to fight first thing in the morning.
Absolutely not.
Especially with that playstyle. But
I mean,
again,
that's true.
it's all to
Oh yeah,
play for.
I'm winning
These guys
Capcom Cup
have been
completely.
doing their due diligence, but only they'll find out when maybe a perfect parry works, maybe the DI doesn't work.
What is
like
up,
that.
Alex?
But they'll find out today. I'm super excited as to what's going to come today.
And again, these are all best of 5 matches. First
Yeah,
to
fuck
3,
you, man.
right? So there is going to be a little bit more leeway than your standard tournament going into like a top 16 or a top 32 or even a top 8 scenario. You get a little bit more going into what group phase, phase 1 of the group stages, phase 2 into the round robin, and ultimately into the top 16. Right? There's going to be so many different
I'm
formats
shocked
being
that.
combined into this year's Capcom.
I guess
Yes, and obviously
not that
with
shocked
that
about
extra
nothing
wiggle room,
really
which
having
allows
started
them to
yet,
obviously
but
strategize a little bit more, maybe experiment with a new strategy where they might not have had.
I
a lot
thought
of
for
time.
sure there at
And
least
again,
been a few
sometimes in the first
matches
two, you have to pocket a strategy
within 30
because
minutes,
it's
but
just a
I
point
guess
of
this is
difference. But
Capcom
now,
Cup we're talking
there's an
about.
extended period of time, maybe a little bit more deliberation with their teammates or even friends that are around here as well, because there's a lot of supporters here that we have seen for these guys. But I tell you what, I'm looking forward to each and every one of these matches. They could be bone-breaking, hair-raising, whatever you want to call it.
One of them, at least for me.
It's it's gonna cause goosebumps.
Yeah, I was.
wasn't even trying to make a joke, but
I had the
it's one of
realization
those things we're really looking forward to. So we are getting
like,
these matches
a little
set
bit
up
after launch. I was like,
underway.
"Fuck, what? Really?"
Evo champions, EWC defending
No one
champions,
is talking about it because of their stupid ass decision, but
we could just list the accolades all day, Vicious.
Yeah, we really can, and we talk about some of the times we've seen them up on the Capcom Cup stage, right? Just reverting back to.
also I think I've heard that some people are not a fan of the new format.
In 2024, obviously Blaze being the runner-up, the youngest runner-up that we could expect, making it back into the seed. Hot Dog, multi-time Capcom Cup competitor, and the other two, we've seen them time and time again in other accolades. I mean, Juicy Joe.
I don't mind the format change. I do wish they would like,
kind of
I don't know,
keeping up with
like rotate. Instead of having only A people on the loser side of A, they could like put like A and B or A, B, and C together into a loser's bracket or something, just so people don't get double eliminated
You could have gotten a third one technically.
by the same person, double jeopardied.
Multi-time Capcom Cup competitor.
Are we getting Inning Walker first thing?
And the thing is, you see a lot of these players, right? One of the greatest things that are about each and every one of them is their ability to maintain and stick with the meta, as well as keep and improving on defense, because defensive choices are imperative in Street Fighter 6. And just going back to Zhao Hai real quick, they don't call him the King of China for no reason.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the lighting of the shot, like.
That for as long as can be. And one of the most important things for each and every one.
I mean, they were just doing some pyro for the
You can't be
entrances.
someone that's having fun, because there is life-changing money on the line here. Some people
Probably not
enjoy
really
winning.
truly
Others
pyro,
are
but
just
like
happy to be here,
there was like
relish in that moment,
smoke
just so you can
happening
see
and
the crowd.
whatnot.
You'll get to see it throughout the week as well. We've got tons of camera footage that you guys can see throughout it, so I'm really enjoying it. I actually can't wait to hear just the fans roar for their favorite players.
No, I think we're in the same exact boat. Although we are the commentary desk, we are fans through and through. We have the same exact energy being matched by the fans here in day one. A big difference in comparison to the previous year. But going into it right now, we've had the chance to take you through all the players. It's time to get started.
The White
first
Knight
game,
Magician.
head-to-head, Shanghai versus Juicy Joe to start us off. You couldn't ask for more.
What a way to set precedents for the day. This is the opening act for Capcom Cup 12. This will be setting the tone for each and every match for Phase 1 throughout the day to come. So the King of China, as we said, just to reiterate, Ryan Hart said it on the stage, he is the defending EWC champion, he's going up against one of Scandinavia's shining prospects in Street Fighter.
Just realized I don't have
this game a lot, and he's got plenty of situational awareness, great movement, especially against characters who don't really have a strong aerial approach. Mai is one of them, but we are actually looking at two of the best characters.
This is like a really old
I will share that opinion as well.
scene I've been using. Let's see here. Is this it? This? Yeah, there we go.
That JP is still such a strong force within the meta. I think he's got one of the most versatile and also unusual toolkits in a Street Fighter game. With that in mind,
Ninjas in pajamas. Yes, it's him and. Technically, the team is from. That team is Godwards, Norway, Phenom, and Veggie. They adopted Juicy Joe.
My question to you is, the way that Xiaohai's been playing lately, will he be the aggressor to turn things up, or will Juicy Joe be the one to kind of prevent him from moving with a ton of projectiles, possibly the spikes, possibly the ghosts, maybe set up a portal in between, just for a threat?
I just realized.
This is interesting because
I just realized the first match is going to be Mai versus JP.
I believe they were in Group G when they did face in the group stages.
Yeah, like how Japan took Dual Kevin. Yeah, he's on Crazy Raccoon now.
And Xiaohai, he's got very good
I wonder if it would be really weird but sick if he was in like he moved into Japan to be on SFLJP. That'd be weird though, but it'd be cool. Oh, Bison instead. This is I know a JP player and he does not like this matchup, which makes sense. Like you could OD Psycho Crusher at any point. So you got to be a little more careful about your zoning. Wow, that didn't hit. That was crazy. Oh. I'm sure it's fine. I feel like Bison is just better though. I mean, it's Mai.
To get the first knockdown against Xiaohai over in the corner already. Here comes
the
pressure. We get the knockdown off the sweep. Important tech for Xiaohai to create that space.
There you go. Gonna get a conversion here. Not close enough for the forward heavy kick. That will be punished. That should have been punished there from Joe.
That was that was still punishable. Yeah, heavy's still -4.
To close out that round one. Zhao had a very good opening with that punish kind of scissor kick, but then it started to slow things down and turn the tide in Joe's favor.
That crouching medium punch is so fucked up.
Yeah, he absolutely has to, right? Prevent Xiaohai from moving. The objective here is to try to complete as much drive gauge as possible. Xiaohai realized it. That's exactly why he went for that drive rush. The pressure's on against Joe. We do have that bomb. Explode actually back-to-back.
The loops.
Not too bad. Let's take another one.
Just take them all.
Good blocks there from Joe.
That was the correct choice. Level 1 should be enough. Yeah, that heavy punch does so much damage. I remember that feeling whenever I played Bison. It was just like, this isn't gonna kill. Oh shit! Never mind. Heavy punch does like so much damage.
Very competitive between the two. Drive rush scissors, talk to jammers.
Because he knows that Joe likes to do crouch and beating punch with the drive rush check, but he will activate Labushka here, and he does get an opening, so he will have to send.
I know it's like a punishable thing, but I like to drive reversal like a beat after the level 2 activation, because a lot of them are doing their can sequence, and it beats them a lot of the times until they're actually looking for it. Oh my god.
Blown up as well. We get to apply the bomb yet again. Forward throw.
Is he gonna be ready for the DI? Oh my, that's actually like a really good DI reaction. That's crazy. Oh my god, the perfect parry to get the, oh my god, to avoid the burnout. That was crazy.
Game number 1, what did I say at the start? The perfect parries or these defensive choices in pivotal moments that avoided the burnout.
Like if you missed that, he was burned out.
Game 1, my word, this is the first of 3.
And it was so perfectly called out by you.
And then the air to air, that was pretty sick too.
What else could he have done to force that burnout, right? He did the spike immediately. Xiaohai had read that, maybe a delayed ghost, but by then, if you even take that chance, Xiaohai might already be up in the skies, right?
The thing is, we've seen Xiaohai doing drive rush scissors, and he's trying to bait Joe, because Joe's trying to bait the parry OS. And
man, Xiaohai does not give a fuck about those ghosts.
It's a very interesting drive rush mind game these guys are playing.
He is not trying to parry them at all.
You see the deliberation coming in from Juicy Joe around those options from drive rush.
Oh.
Willing and able to just kind of sit there and wait for that delayed tech. Xiaohai on the run. Juicy Joe no longer on the ropes.
Oh,
Couldn't get the
he fucked up the side switch, or was he just taking corner carry? That's weird.
And he will send him to the other end of the screen. Another departure will pop on screen. He hasn't really been doing OD departures yet. It looks like the singular one has been doing enough work.
That's by catching the drive rush as well, draining that drive gauge away.
He's really trying to get bait parries, but Xiaohai's not falling for it.
Indeed, you are correct there, Vicious. Still trying to get him to do the parry OS, but he's not biting, not yet. He hasn't done the scissors in a little while. He's using that medium kick. There's the scissors. He's using the medium kick to get the. He's using medium kick to get his drive gauge back.
Indeed, Alex, indeed.
A bit of gauge. Joe's a lone drive gauge on the ropes right now.
Slowly but surely now at the side of Xiaohai in terms of the resources of that drive gauge. Juicy Joe still maintaining this life lead though. Departure onto the other side. Xiaohai caught airborne.
Got a drive rush.
It was tagged. Xiaohai OD.
Oh,
He's
going to burn him out. No, he's not burning out yet. That's why he didn't spend that level 1. This is going to be huge here for Xiaohai. Joe cannot amnesia. Yeah, he can't amnesia. And he's going to Labushka. Hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. And he's going to lose the round.
Okay, that would have been really interesting how that worked. I don't know what he was cooking there.
The timing there of the explosion, but that's not fully invincible, so he couldn't do anything.
It's not. You don't even get the ghost out in time, and even if you do, you're still going to have them disappear because you are taking that damage.
I mean, I respect the improvisation, the impromptu, but it just didn't work there. So again, lower resources, down 1 ramp, going to explode in a minute.
You got so many resources taken away from you. Although you have 1 bar, you're just below, actually way below 50% now. Xiaohai just bringing on the pressure. What a time to snipe out with that crouching.
It's kind of rough.
Send out the spike, send out the portal on top of that. Reclaim some of your space, Joe.
Okay, drive is looking better.
Then he's going to get back throw as well. He's got Labushka, so he needs to drive rush in and get it to connect because he needs something big.
Nice.
Xiaohai trying to take a preemptive.
I really like that heavy
Joe was ready for that
scissor kick from Xiaohai to push the portal off the screen. There you go. Oh, yeah, you're dead.
And it burns out. There's nothing else you can do. He's locked down for game number 2.
At least it's first to 3 this year.
2-0 down very early on, and it looks like he's just going to take a breather here and kind of rethink the strategy in his mind right now. So far, the plan's actually going according to what Xiaohai has expected, at least from what I can see. He's using light scissor kick to predominantly be the footsie tool, especially at range with stand light kick or not with punish, because it is -5. JP's got a 5-frame light kick, so he's actually playing it really well. Once Joe's respected that, stand medium kick as a poke is going to replenish some drive gauge as much as possible to allow him to do more things in the neutral. Joe's having a hard time circumventing the basics. That's what it looks like.
Couldn't agree more. Now we check the drive rush yet again. That was the OD spikes. Now the departure was up.
He's still going for that delayed thing. Delayed button after that.
Pretty significant for Xiaohai, although it's very expensive to do so. With double departures up, Joe is able to double dash forward. The tech is there. What a
oh, yeah.
Goes empty low.
That was my favorite button when I played Bison, like crouching
like I said, he does play a little bit
roundhouse. Oh,
there you go. He
nice backdash.
Doing more light scissors and just like doing an audacious backdash or something here. This is why it's first to 3.
So he's building up that super meter as well. Yeah, we can get that punish off the standing light kick. Those scissors still within range for that punish. Juicy Joe checking the walk back ever so slightly. No big damage. But now, the perfect parry for this opportunity to get the lockdown for himself in this corner.
Yeah, he's finally... Oh my god, you pushed!
That was a fake departure set up there, and he almost got the target combo.
I guess he knows, though.
Too good for Joe here, Vicious.
About this, the bomb is on you. You do have a little bit of a life lead going.
Oh,
carry the bomb.
I was afraid that was too late. Okay, nice patience.
Level 1 successfully. A nice punish counter throw just to build that extra bit of bar for himself, right?
I do respect Joe blocking because he needs the rounds now. That's why that level 1 came out. I think Xiaohai senses a little bit of desperation from Joe, but it's a good indicator to see how
this is so annoying. That's punishable for sure, yeah.
Drive rush with that roundhouse. Checking the overhead ghost. What a
nice.
Start to the drive rush. Juicy Joe is starting to put the game plan together, Jammers.
Yes, anti-air with that crouching heavy punch, and then get Xiaohai to move away. He's got to be careful of a drive rush afterwards.
What do you do about the Xiaohai? He's been checking all of your approaches.
Yeah, he's staying under that portal. He's not letting a random teleport get him.
How do you get to open up with your offense?
Oh, we'll try to get the tech to the work. There's going to be a massive into the back fist.
That's why you don't do the out-of-time shimmies. I lose a lot of damage all the time for that.
Still intact.
Okay. Oh no.
What he does, put himself into burnout after the attempt with that parry. Xiaohai laying down the pressure, laying down the chip damage. Juicy Joe still in the
This
realm
is
of
rough.
Shanghai's domain expansion.
Oh,
Shout outs there to the reference, and he does
Nice.
wake up with
Still got two more.
1, and he's trying to get Labushka to save him, and it didn't work. He's really trying to get out of this here, but it is match point here for Zhao Hai to progress into the winners final of this first group.
Wasn't quite a lock, right? If there was no chance for him to actually press the button, if it was a true block string, it wouldn't have even splat. However, there was an opportunity to possibly get out, but he gets the OD amnesia going into the final round, potentially.
Counter hit. Combo to the back fist combo again. It's not looking good. Zhao Hai's looking to land a very beefy combo to close things out in style. Gonna get the plus frames as well. Build on that momentum from the forward throw. Joe's in trouble.
Back-to-back throws already.
oh my God! You just threw away that round.
However, he's in dire straits, right? He could be in burnout real soon. The forward dash to check Zhao Hai to see if he's willing to press that button. He's backdashed as well, though.
Oh, he doesn't want to get burned out.
Yet now we have succeeded in the burnout. Juicy Joe has to stay in this offensive sequence.
Okay.
He does get a switch up onto the other
You're
side.
gonna get burned out soon, though.
He's gonna have to level 1.
He's gonna get chipped. Yeah.
He is gonna chip him, and that's gonna guarantee it because it will be the unlimited Psycho Crusher to seal the deal and make sure the King of China shows you why.
Looked like Juicy Joe was like getting a hang of it, but
he beat him in
too little, too late.
2-1. And he done it in a dominating fashion here to maintain.
All right, that's who I expected to win that match, even though I thought Juicy Joe had a good chance.
And it was still rounds around going even to the end of it.
And now to watch Blaz, or just wait, they're doing both groups at the same time. Actually, I just realized because Ending Walker's in Group B.
Like the drive rush, the scissor kick, heck, even some ambiguous jumps. Joe was starting to put it together just a little bit too late.
But yeah, Blaz is.
Again,
I'd be very shocked if Hot Dog beat Blaz.
He's going to be moving on into like day 2 to
I love Hot Dog,
phase 1. Zhao Hai.
I don't see it happening.
The winners finals where he awaits his fate against Blaz versus Hot Dog, which won't happen just yet. We still have to go through the other side just to see who will make it into their winners finals as well going into Group B.
Yes, as we get that match ready for you. I think it was very difficult for Joe to get out of Gear 1. Probably wasn't expecting the Bison. No, the Bison was looming there, wasn't expecting it.
I kind of wish I was watching a delay so I could fast forward.
Just how well the strategy was executed there from Zhao Hai. And it just goes to show, like, he's gunning for the title, man. He's top 5 players in the world for me at this game, and he just continues to show that.
You realize, like, we were looking at some of the approaches from Zhao Hai.
Okay, we're
How
moving,
often
we're
do you see
moving.
a standing heavy punch from either?
Not often.
I don't even think
This is another.
that many times.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen Ending Walker so happy.
We can talk about that another time. It's Kawano versus
Or Kawano.
Ending Walker coming up next to start.
I'm joking about Kawano. I've definitely seen him happy. He gets goofy on
Right, here we
YouTube.
go. Someone from
I
my
expect Ending
home
Walker to
country
win
going up
this,
against the Singularity One
but at the same time,
Japanese players, SFL World
it wouldn't
Championship
surprise me to see
winner.
Kawano
That's
win.
exactly why he's here. And again, a lot of the guys from Good 8 Squad, they rarely traveled last year for very good reason.
Ending Walker got himself a haircut, huh?
Capcom Cups. You don't really need to gallivant around the world to qualify or get the practice in. You can do it right at home and make sure you're ready for SFL Japan 2025, which is already concluded.
Yeah,
but
and to kind of talk about that and add on to it, right, in terms of preparation for Capcom Cup, despite not traveling, he has so many different practicing partners to get himself ready for any sort of character event that does happen. So, speaking of which, he is facing off against potentially Ed and Ryu. Now, Ed, I feel like Kawano has all the practice.
I wonder how many surprise Sagats we're going to get
What
in
happens
this.
if it's the Ryu?
Ryu's the character who's predominantly been using Ending Walker. That's what made him the MVP of SFL EU 2025. This is what's brought into the dance here.
He sure
He
did.
has got a bit of Akuma practice back at home with Beslem from France. Shout outs to Beslem.
Okay, no
But it's
surprises
going to be
here.
interesting because despite him being an absolute wizard with this character, we were talking about this yesterday in the green room, Angry Bird was able to exploit a lot of Ending Walker's habits as a player.
I did see that replay.
Yeah, and Problem X said you react to everything. There's going to be something you need to drop, and I think Kawano's an expert at finding out what you cannot drop as a player because of top-level player stubbornness. But we're going into this match 1 of Group B.
But I mean, against Ryu, Akuma has like 8,000 health now.
Too shy with the meter thus far from Ending Walker, being able to contest that standing life kick initially and get the
God.
knockdown. However, Kawano's looking to equalize the damage on the life bar so far. But in terms
This
of
Akuma's
drive,
fireball is
it's
so
a battle
impressive.
between these two. They have to be sure to check every single parry, both defensively
Jesus
and
Christ,
offensively.
these people and their
I think
fucking
it's not just a
perfect
battle of
parries.
attrition, it's a battle of if we can get a perfect parry. Fireballs on point because they're using the fireballs as pokes right now. And is Kawano at a
Okay, there
drive
was
lead
one that was
deficit
missed.
at the moment, but as that drive rush cancel gets in, no heavy punches connected just yet.
You can see the meticulous spacing from both ends, right? Kawano having the better walk speed as Akuma going forward. he's going to be able to check with these standing light kicks as well within the range of maybe a stardom fireball or even a crouching medium kick, which he does actually find a counter hit against. An immediate stop to the drive rush.
That was off of lights. Okay, that makes sense that he pushed there, actually. That's so hard to see, though. The fact that he's ready for that.
When he thought Ending Walker was the demon flip, so I wonder if he's done his homework against that demon flip, because it could be an absolute nuisance to do it for anyone. Big parry. I love that.
Oh my god, I love Ending Walker.
He's got to be careful of supers. He's got to be careful of that wake up super. That's why back top. That's not going to work. That's not going to work.
He wanted a DP for sure.
How fortuitous there for Kawano. He did take it to the sky. Shinku Hadouken is pretty fast. If he'd done a DP, it might have worked.
I was about to say, I really hope it wasn't an overlap of the Dragon Rush.
I
really hope that wasn't the case. However,
Fable, honestly, in this game, I feel like Ending Walker's just better. But hey, we'll see, we'll see. I know Kawano's very, very good. I fucking loved Kawano in Street Fighter V. His Colleen was so fun to watch. And he had Lucia sometimes too. He didn't really use it in tournament, but still.
Doesn't even need it.
The Shoto overhead.
Now, I should have mentioned this at the start, but we can say it here. In all the times these two have exchanged blows in competitive Street Fighter, Ending Walker's never beaten Kawano. He's never beaten him.
Really?
The closest he got was Evo France, and I believe Kawano came 7th place at the Evo France last year. It was an amazing event, but hopefully Ending Walker can change that.
That's the thing, right? I feel like that's
I did not know that stat point. That makes me feel different about this. God, if Ryu gets buffed again. There's allegedly confirmed Ryu nerfs of his Hadouken doing less damage. It's just like 100 less, but still.
That was such a crazy jump back there from Ending Walker.
I can't believe it clipped right on the forehead.
You know?
So we'll throw now, Kawano. How do you establish your game? Ending Walker.
I don't know. I don't really want to pay attention to leaks, whether they're confirmed or not. Like, we'll get the patch next week. We'll know then.
Perfect parry. Can he throw loop? See with the light.
Yeah.
With punish. Just outside of the range of that low medium kick. He had plenty of time to secure that round. Excellent way to kind of take away all the momentum from Kawano.
That was deadpan accurate. That crouching medium kick space.
I don't see him getting buffed, but I can see him getting burfed.
Slowly coming to the equalizer.
Elf is back. I don't even know what that means.
He's building meter for an adamant flame conversion. A good backdash there from Ending Walker.
El Fuerte, oh, because of Alex. Or you mean like El Fuerte is like actually leaked? Got it. I hope not.
Coming down that level 3, knocking on the door a little bit. The backdash from Ending Walker does get clipped afterwards. Kawano, excellent pursuit against the defensive Ending Walker.
He backdashed, I believe, because he was fearful of throw. With Kawano, that's exactly why he delayed that. The top players against throw situations, they're absolutely magnificent of how to handle it, counter it as well. Gonna get another conversion, this time switching it up from
okay, yeah.
to heavy.
He's definitely elf coded for sure. I feel like he's probably going to be less annoying than El Fuerte was, though, just because of like system mechanics, but still.
There's a little bit of like hesitancy after you see a ton of those fireballs, exactly why the drive rush was so effective. And you see it again.
Could have killed there. You can tell the players are stressed here because there's, oh my god, Trey combo.
And he's not going to convert because he's going to convert after this one. If he gets another big hit, he will go into the level 3. He will go into the level 3. And he's going to, yes, that is going to be a CA. He's got 9,000 now.
Oh my god.
Is it going to do the trick? You already knew the answer, Jammers, but still, we're surprised.
I don't know, that was like barely in the yellow. Sometimes scaling can make that not kill. Man, I thought for sure Kawano had that. He actually could have had that had he done a drive rush cancel on his jabs, but we definitely don't need T-Hawk. We already have T-Hawk. We got T-Hawk at home. That's true, Akuma health, yeah.
Now they're gonna have to bring dirt to a boxing match, if I do say so myself.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Ryu does a lot of damage, so does Akuma.
He was just returning the favor.
Of course, in kind. That's blocked because that is plus on block if you do stand. There you go forward. Yeah, lovely. He's got to watch out. When he knocks Kawano down. Wow, okay.
Try to check it.
Normally do that drive rush fireball.
Two Krillas in their natural habitat.
Bring your A game. Bring all the tricks you've been practicing.
ways to try to stop somebody who's consistently trying to check your drivers, right? Really big transition now into the corner. We do get a pretty decent combo. Forward throw now.
Forward throw again. One of the best corner situations in Street Fighter. Actually illustrating that to you in kind. He done this last year.
He fucked it up. Well, you're dead anyways.
And that's it. This is what I mean. Kawano instills such fear against top players. When they show respect, he knows when and where they're going to show the respect, and he's not afraid to kind of go for the gusto here. Which is exactly what puts him in the lead right now.
I know it will be the case, but man, it'd be nice if they took out guaranteed through loops.
That's very difficult to call. That's something you have to continuously guess on, right? You're going for that coin flip back-to-back.
Man, such a big risk for we're trying to combat a throw loop.
He tried to do the Kawano special, but it didn't work, so he gets clicked once again. Ending Walker's weaknesses against Akuma are starting to show themselves.
Oh, what a
damn.
Against the charge fire,
Yeah.
Walker not afraid to press that button this time in this round. Perfect parry to the sweep. Does beat up Kawano with a knee
Classic.
reaction, thinking he had time to punish.
Playing a very respectful, large amount of drive gauge here to work with for Kawano at the moment. And what a jump in
Big
there
jump
from
in.
Ending Walker. He's going to optimize as much as possible. Maybe 2 throws can do the trick, but yeah, a throw probably would have helped him, but Kawano breaks free. Ooh. Oh, he tried to read the DPOS. Yeah, I think that's what he tried to do.
What's Kawano gonna do? He's a psychopath. Very nice.
A lot of damage to chip with.
Hold on a minute. Oh,
Nice delays.
He respected it. He burnt himself out in the process to try and do that.
Oh, the classic of whiffing sweep. You try to whiff punish sweep, they block, and then they punish your sweep with a sweep.
Good call out too from Kawano, reserving his meter as well. He could have had a little bit of desperation and used that level 1 in moments where there was a pause. However, Ending Walker still being able to seal that round. Now advancing again. Not too afraid of these fireballs. Parry's on deck. Looking for an opportunity for a perfect parry, but as soon as Kawano sees him...
Oh yeah. The block into the DP was crazy. Oh, he should have done light. Should have done light. He wasn't punished too bad for it though.
Weird ranges, but fortuitously, he's still in the match here, Vicious.
Slowly trying to creep up within the low-medium range. Does check the jump in this time. Delay on the crouch heavy.
Oh my god.
Baits it out. No, I thought it was. I thought he was gonna.
I thought for sure he was gonna try to bait, because like he literally can't block in that situation.
Kawano, if he can slip his way out of here with a demon flip.
No, God. Oh my god.
Ayo! Respect the what now? Respect the what now, jammers? Kawano read you like a book.
That was rough.
He was desperate. Kawano just does to smell blood in the water, man. He smelled that desperation. I'm very surprised Ending Walker went for that DP there. But
I was too. After like getting baited so many times, you think, okay, especially like seeing situations where like he's just like, I'm just gonna throw you in the corner. Like he will keep trying to bait, like combat the same option over and over until you prove otherwise.
No, because look at how respectable the gameplay is. A good call. Well, asking you shall receive. The stand like
okay, there we go, light DP.
Drive rush. He's actually got completely dominated and has been first place in all departments on the ground here. Kawano, another drive reversal here as well. He's frustrating Ending Walker.
I tell you, he's gonna do the same thing.
That's fun.
Oh, tricky. Okay, that's even as long as he doesn't drop. Okay, yeah.
Walker tying it up 2-2.
All right, looking good here. 2-2 is the scores on the doors at the moment. I think we're going to take a short intermission here just to see something that Kawano needs. But it's interesting because how these guys
gotta freeze them out.
The ground game and how they're able to keep up with each other. You mentioned at the top of the hour, it's matching the pace.
Oh, he's switching controllers. Interesting. Yeah, see, here's your problem. You're using hitboxes.
The guys are able to do that, and we are
controller check. Interesting that they have the little notification there.
I mean, I had to double check with the Angry Bird set he had an SFL was the demon flips. It's I really want to show you can them, but it's like we have a light demon flip, and we can go into a heavy version of a dive kick. We can empty demon flip. We can do the guillotine. We mix it up. That's what the demon flip is for. It's one of the best aerial threats we've ever seen in the fighting game.
I want to say hitboxes is probably, I mean, the brand, not
maybe 3 or 4 times with it, but it hasn't been
not the leverless, obviously.
from Kawano. So now I'm thinking about it with this final set, this final game of the set, I should say. Will that be problematic for Ending Walker? Will Kawano even resort to doing those more often than not?
Well, we've seen a dominating ground game from Zhao Hai against Juicy Joe and now Kawano as well with his Akuma. But again, for one game, shaking things up. I don't mind doing that first to 3 as well. Like I said, this is the time to actually bring out that extra strategy, that secondary strategy from your back pocket there as well. And I actually was talking with Ending Walker before, and he said, if I'm looking at my trajectory in Capcom Cup to make it to finals day, he did say it's like the paths are pretty flexible. So if he does lose against Kawano now, he said, I can still make it to the final day. Obviously, preferably, everybody wants to win.
Of course, yeah.
But the players know better than us. It's like, okay, maybe it might be strategic to go through a different route. I don't know.
It does make sense in this
Did Walker have a
format,
blanket
when
on?
it
What am I
comes to
looking
top
at here?
16, everything's reset, right? It
Yeah.
turned into a single format. You have the players pretty much refreshed going up against potentially...
Oh no, that's the
opponents.
side of the
So
table.
there
Okay.
is some strategic value in that.
The brown
It's
swash of
interesting because it's
color
like
there looked like
they
a
have to
blanket
be
draped over his
really
legs.
hone in and snipe their bracket paths. They have to do that. We can obviously theorize, hypothesize.
I mean, they say to try to
These guys
best
know
recreate
and of
your
course, they have to
environment.
prepare for each and every matchup. But then obviously you delve deeper into it. You've heard it from the players themselves as well. It's the meter management. It's just how they're handling not only my drive gauge resources, but your drive gauge resources. Yeah, that's it. It's super imperative how you see that. And one thing I noticed with Ending Walker as well, it's his meter management or handling how he uses his meter against Akuma is probably not up to the par he can do with other characters. But then going up against one of the strongest Akumas around, I'm starting to see a couple of loopholes in there. But again, he's been able to make it 2 apiece here. And we've got to give credit to Kawano for actually setting the pace and still mixing things up and introducing extra options as we go on.
Right, just a little bit of sidebar to kind of go back to that exact statement. When it comes to like resource management, I think Ending Walker had a pretty good showing just at the start of the game to prevent Kawano from possibly starting that fireball war, starting the pace with forcing him to perfect parry majority of the times, maybe contest with like a fireball. Using that OD fireball for the initial knockdown is a pretty big
Controller check.
It's like, all right, well, if he's already ready
That's
for this,
hey, hell, that's really smart that they thought about that.
Ranges, do I decide to drive rush this time around? Do I start showing off the
Damn,
flip?
my,
I will agree in terms
the
of
baby
like, the
still has not gone to
set
sleep.
management, and I do admire Ending Walker kind of taking that initiative right off the bat. However, granted, it was a pretty big pace set by Kawano, getting that 2-1 advantage already pretty early on. Ending Walker still being able to at least move off.
Hamako, it was just a sign for Hamako, okay.
Perfect parries into sweep to score the knockdown, even just coaching in that space, just to be within the low-medium kick range. You saw in the last game, before this controller check, you saw Ending Walker.
That's one of the commentators for the
times and also to the corner on his
Japan side. He was that guy with the thick glasses when they showed Aru earlier.
That's a very big thing, and again, they have to do this at very fast pace, and again, once an interaction has happened, quickly, the subsequent situation is probably not as dangerous, if not even more dangerous than it was before. We're just having a pan around here, looking at the crowd.
Cheering for Kawano.
Bigger since we actually started the day here, so probably people are coming in and out of the venue. There you go. This is an amazing place. Like I said,
what a shot!
It is sacred grounds that we are on, and we are blessed to have.
Oh, these little booths are interesting.
Well, actually, when I turned on the Japanese TV when I was at my Airbnb a couple of days ago, there's actually another video game that's going to be having a massive event here as well. I can't say what it is, but it's like, it is massive.
You learned Aru had a Zaku? Aru is very good at the video game.
Massive line outside when we were coming into the venue.
Yes.
You think the line's going to be just as big, if not bigger?
That is an insane question. I feel like as we get closer to the weekend, best believe there's going to be people lining up all over the venue itself outdoors. And we got here rather early, right at the crack of dawn. We had to show up, get to scout the arena, talk to the players as well, and we had some diehard fans already up and ready, in line and queue and just waiting. So there's no doubt in my mind that we'll get maybe double that tomorrow, triple that even. But as soon as the weekend hits, I guarantee you every seat here will be filled.
That's the aim of the game when it comes to these events of this magnitude, whether it's for video games or anything outside of video games that you're actually interested in as well. But yes,
well, she turned it upside down.
For your patience, we will be coming back to the match very shortly. Just to reiterate a couple of things, we are in first to 3 territory right now. It is 2-2 between Kawano and Ending Walker. We did do a match before in Group A, which set the precedent for today, Zhao Hai versus Juicy Joe. We will be going back to Group A to watch Blaz versus Hot Dog. And then we're going to transition back to this group to watch Fudo.
Man, that sucks for Andy Walker though.
Non-stop electric
He had a,
matches, and I think the other groups watching this as well. It's like, okay, that's
you know,
what
you
they're
won the last
doing
round, and then
first
you're
game
getting
of the
frozen
day.
out
It's like,
for
I've got to live up to that. Remember,
like maybe
this is a
15, 20 minutes.
A life-changing scenario. Let's take it back.
I mean, I'm not saying Kawano's doing it on purpose or anything. Like, his controller's fucked up, his controller's fucked up, but
no matter what you place at, you're still in the Hall of Champions right now, right? Whether it's Street Fighter, whether it's Small, you still have the opportunity to play in such a prestigious fashion, and I think it's pretty cool, man. Even outside
then
of
again,
the
I have a
itself,
feeling this
just
next
thinking about the
Blaz and
times when we were
Hot
in
Dog is going to be
the
kind of
spotlight, we
quick.
were thinking about it. It's like, man, we would love to be in any sort of variance. of Capcom,
Exactly.
right? Being able to see that consistently with these players, I feel like is just such a magical thing, right? Being able to compete. Obviously, they want to do their best.
But you know
and
what? I'd
the
be
nature of
using them too if they
competition,
wanted to
has be a couple
sponsor
of
me.
losers here. I just hope that they still hold their heads high and are proud of themselves for the amount of work they put in to get to this point, because this is not even close to anywhere easy.
Yeah, with a lot of sports, it's a zero-sum game. There can only be one winner. I remember Fudo said that in an interview. He said, regardless of where you finish, there can only be one winner. You have to keep improving on your performances and trying to stay consistent. And we do have some of the world's most consistent players under this one roof. That's a blessing, even to be able to say that itself. We were in the back watching these guys practice, and you will be seeing these guys not only in the Cup. There will be some of the players in Capcom Cup that you'll see in the SFL Worlds that are going to be happening from Friday. Yeah, Friday onwards.
That's right, yeah, and that's going to be the finale over on Sunday, the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Man, that is going to be one wild ride. US, EU, Japan going up against each other with how much on the line as well. When we talk about that announcement of what happens for the winners, right, they're automatically going
There's definitely a
to
director
Capcom
somewhere at the back
again,
going,
Yes.
right, and then they're also going to get a spot in EWC.
please keep talking.
That's huge, right? Already just being here, having your EWC secured. And that's the thing. A lot of these invitationals or big events, they're kind of like, you know, hooking onto each other, right? And it's like, okay, if you get in here, automatic qualification to fill the spots. And it's like, right, if you do win this, now you're going to qualify for Capcom Cup 13. And that's huge. You'll get your qualification 12 months done in advance. That is insane.
Gotch-kun was so happy about that, by the way. I do have the opportunity to talk to some of the Japanese players on their stream. And they're like, you know what, like, how much pressure do you feel like
are we?
going to this Capcom Cup? He's like,
Like,
you
it
know what,
said we were
not
going to
too
swap
much.
over to
I'm
the other
confident in my
set, but it
preparation.
looks like
The
we're
fact that I didn't have
not
to go
doing
anywhere
that.
for it feels even better.
Could be nervous with excitement, could be antsy. He didn't get lazy. At least from what I saw and how he's playing, he didn't get lazy. That's very easy to do when you've qualified very, very prematurely.
Oh, of course. I mean, like, he had to go through EWC. He had to go through Street Fighter League as well, right? There's no opportunities. Or sorry, I want to say, there's no opportunities.
Seems that there's definitely a lot of good 8 fans in the
No rest for
the
the Wicked, as we say. It looks like we do have Karano, who returns to the pilot seat here. And they're just making sure, shout-outs to our tech team on stage, making sure these players are playing in pristine conditions, because, again, this is huge.
Sidebar.
I mean, I don't think the tech team's really doing much here. That Guano grabbed the controller.
Yeah.
When we were going through our rehearsal, we had these guys playing. We
Oh,
watched them
yeah.
play. My man, one of them was doing the dream combo consistently.
Yeah.
And he switched over to Rashid and did the one frame link twice in a row to burn himself out into super. I was like, yo, this guy is it. And like the rest of the tech guys were like, we can do that too. And they started doing it.
No, you know what? I promise you, I was walking by and I heard EX Psycho Blitz into level 2, and I know the sound effect now.
Yes.
For the dream, and I was like, hold on a minute, who's doing that? And I was like, no shot, the cameraman or the organizer, someone's doing this on the slide. Like, hold on a minute, hang on a minute.
These guys are gamers. These
And
guys
I
are
like
indeed
that.
gamers, which is great. I mean, like now you have like a fully fledged team to be able to like ensure your hardware is correct, to hot fix anything that needs to be done at a moment's notice. Again, we do apologize for this slight standoff, but we obviously want to ensure that the integrity of the competition is fully in check. Kawano was the one to kind of initiate this
Controller
timeline,
check.
make sure that his peripherals are working correctly to his standards. So we do apologize for that and appreciate everybody's
controller check is over,
As
apparently.
much as we love to yap with each other, and you as well, we obviously want to get to the games as much as you do.
I'll never forget, a friend of mine said, you talk too much, and I said, it's almost as if they pay me to do it. So, on that note,
I'm rooting for Ending Walker here. I like Kawano, but I feel like Ending Walker has a better chance throughout the rest of the bracket.
Taylor Two Cities over here is what it is. Between you and I.
They even have the that's pretty good.
Into the final game for these two competitors, Kawano versus Ending Walker. Let's turn the page on this chapter. Let's see it.
And I don't think they're going to slow down anytime soon. Charge Fireball this time round.
My God.
Normally he's changing the speeds of the light and the heavy one, but this time he opens things up with a Charge Fireball. EX Fireball might come from someone very soon though if they keep this spacing up. There it is. There it is.
Being able to slide in a little bit more.
Jesus Christ.
Fireball is trying to encroach on Kawano's space within the medium range. You see standing light kick deterring that exact effort. However, Ending Walker does find it clipping Kawano on the side of his crouching medium kick as a counter hit.
Alright, we're getting stupid. Oh my God, he was just shy.
A little bit too short against the whiff throw from Kawano.
Stand heavy punch would have done the trick there for Ending Walker. But
What's he doing? Just trying to walk forward after the low forward or something? Or jumping perhaps? That's not good. That's not good. At least you're in the middle of the screen, but you gotta try to keep it that way.
Yeah, he got him.
And he's burnt out as well.
Yeah, maximizing corner carry. You only have one chance to. I think you're dead. Yeah, if he DIs, don't even spend it. Alright, maybe now spend it. Oh my God.
And everybody naturally crouch blocks when you're in the midst of a combo. You don't stand up. People might need to start standing up a bit more, but it's easier said than done.
Not a Ludicrous fan from Kawano, you can tell. Has listened to a song.
The balls to go for that overhead there. Yeah, that is a gotta win decision right there.
Good blocks here from Ending Walker. Low on drive gauge, and he fights it back another overhead. He is not going to combo into level 3 because he still needs it for an insurance policy here. He's feeling super confident right now, Vicious.
I mean, hell, if you get cornered and he tries to... Ryu classic right there.
You got it.
And he done the classic. He done a sequence into Hashigeki and it didn't connect. And
the drive rush overhead, why does it work?
He clipped him with the reaction.
Well, a lot of players are blocking whenever you get a drive rush happens to you like that. You're blocking low, and then you block overhead at a certain timing, and then you block low again as a like an OS. So you do the delayed overhead, and it beats it beats most people's timings during that. No, the funny thing to think about is if he had challenged, he would have won in that situation. But that would have been a ballsy challenge at that point.
Wild, man. We have no idea how that pace is going to be like. I did have an opportunity to watch Bravery practice a bunch against Hot Dog.
You just hate it. I mean, the amount of damage Ryu gets off of his overhead is pretty egregious.
Just off of crouching heavy punch alone. But we'll see how that plays out. Fudo is one to kind of calculate the odds against them pretty darn quickly within the rounds. But
I wonder if they'll add scaling to overheads or something. I don't know.
Blaz versus Hot Dog coming up from Group A to continue on our path.
20-year difference between these two.
20-year age gap between these two gentlemen right here. Now, I actually said this in an interview not too long ago. Blaz, to me, is an artist of this game. You give him a blank canvas, he paints a picture. And he shows you
what the fuck?
He
has an electronic patch?
Make the transition to Sagat, which at first it was a bit weird because you were dominating with Ryu for so long.
The hell is that?
And then he probably started to move in the right direction as to what to do with Sagat. I know a lot of players were optimizing him at the time, but he really started to come up with these really cool strategies.
Alright, here comes the Sagat.
That's probably the best way to put it. This guy was the one that was a trendsetter for this character. And as soon as the buff came in, boy, did he skyrocket even further. He was already on Cloud 9. Now he's out of orbit.
Well, I'll tell you someone who is in a separate stratosphere himself. It is Hot Dog with this Bison. One of the best in the world. Tiger Knee, that was poorly spaced, but it's just about hit. You are very lucky.
That's his arc reactor.
Ring out. I almost said Tiger Jinrai. I had to hold myself.
Oh, it's Tiger Jinrai though.
Psycho Mine here. Let's see what we got. Gonna kick it off. I'm very interested because Blaz likes to do a lot of delayed jabs with Sagat on defense. That
was such a ballsy delayed medium punch there.
A little bit earlier, right? That's how we got the counter hit. Jump away. He's backing away create that space for himself. Oos!
Yeah, it's hard to whiff punish. Should have went for sweep.
Good blocks there
I
as
think
well.
that timing
And
sweep
one of the
was
best
still whiff
pressure
punish,
tools
and
that
now
will
you're
be
dead.
Number one. Uppercut.
Yeah.
He's having too much fun, man. I said you can't beat people that are having fun. What a way to set the pace. Some of the best jungle potential, some of the strongest pressure in the game with Sagat. And boy, is he gonna
That's
show
true.
us
I
this
mean,
throughout the day.
literally, your brain hasn't
Field
like
guys yelling, "Optimal!"
just at that age. It does not weigh risk nearly as much as older people do.
No fear in his heart. OD Tiger uppercut.
Kind of hit. He's gonna go to the Psycho Crusher for the Oak here as well.
I mean, at the very least, if we're talking about that delayed medium punch, it was a really smart thing, actually.
When you have a target combo,
Because most of the time, Bison's, like, most people are trying to throw Bison there to try to,
that's why the drive impact connected there for Hot Dog.
you know, get out of the situation. So, either it would have caught a throw tech or a backdash, or jump out.
Now
Duh.
Blas returning the favor immediately into round 3.
Jumps away at the moment, trying to perfect parry. And he gets another whiff punish.
Buddy, you gotta be whiff punishing that with sweep, or his low forward, even though it's less damage.
Level 3 to get a massive life lead. Not only that, apply pressure on his corner positioning, while below 50% on drive gauge.
No, he's actually exploiting it, yeah. Hot Dog's panicking, he's trying to get a tap parry. Hot Dog's panicking, and that is plus on block. He's out, but that is just delaying the inevitable. We're back full screen, but he can Tiger Shot for a little bit if he wants to.
Man, I'm surprised he wasn't ready for that.
Avoiding the Tiger Shot 1, not the second one though. Definitely in chip territory, the OD one. He's forced to sit down and plays Blas with the trap from full screen.
Now what he
Yeah, you can throw the low OD regardless of whether a heavy fire, a normal fireball's on screen.
You're allowed to throw a slow one, and if it's OD, it's free reign at this point. Oh my god, he's gonna punish him.
That is so unfortunate.
Hot Dog with a smile on his face on that one. He's like, man, Blas is really trying to avoid as much as possible off of it. It's pretty impressive.
Good block on the overhead there. Not many people get out of that alive.
Oos! Tiger Shot. Hot Dog with the backdash, beating the throw.
Can't drive rush in for pressure though. Oh my god.
No, he's burnt out though. This is just as dangerous. Drive gauge is closed right now.
Yeah, now you're dead.
He's putting himself in these situations where Blast is sending full screen and the Tiger Shot will seal the deal there.
Target combo yet again. Drive rush forward with the knees. Sorry, the elbows, excuse me.
The knees will come later.
That's right, yeah. I always think both with Muay Thai, so that's just how it goes.
It's very hard for Bison to navigate this space here, especially with the pulse, the Tiger Shots, all the big buttons here, especially when Blas gets a much bigger reward than Bison does in neutral. Punish. Yeah, it's a punish.
Yeah, you can't be spacing those light mediums beyond anything, beyond the tip. What's the god? Yeah, I think you're dead, man. Maybe. Just maybe.
And a super. It was all OD Tiger Shots. Hot Dog not able to find his footing against the young man.
Is he actually going to change character, or is he just taking a breath?
How is Hot Dog gonna maintain?
I forget if Hot Dog has another character at this point.
He's been doing Tiger Uppercut on defense, and the other thing was Hot Dog would need to be try to aim not to get cornered
He's
too
got him
quickly, but
thinking.
it's easier said than done when you're going up against a character, one of the best corner carry combos in the game, and that's the bread and butter. So this is what's the difficult aspect of it. I don't know if he has to be more audacious, more brazen with his tactics in neutral, or is he just going to have to keep sticking to this game plan, Hot Dog?
And still within range to get that.
Already in the corner.
Counter hit, standing medium.
Stand heavy punch. Yeah, he's going to have to force something out of him here. Delayed.
Testing after the knees. Multiple elbows being thrown. Hot Dog trying to back away. The whiff punish is there yet again. We haven't talked about the whiff punish aspect just yet either. Blas has been trapping Hot Dog plenty of times with some of the spacing choices. Some of the spacing of the normal, some of the spacing of his movement. We do get the anti-air. Nice and proper. Checking the lows as well. Hot Dog trying to readjust with that backdash. But this is not the space where he wants to try to pick and choose these pokes.
Counter hit.
Blocked.
Okay, there's a round for Hot Dog.
Spend everything you can, my friend, because you need this round, and it will be knee press nightmare. So
Nice,
get it. And this is it.
nice optimization there. Get that meter.
He's gonna have to crack open the piggy bank. He's gonna have to get all the cash out and spend it accordingly.
trying to find a low right now. He's out of Bison Bucks, man.
Oh boy.
Can he get an advance in Japan?
Maybe.
From the Bank of Chile.
Boss.
Oh,
that worked,
yeah,
that worked,
was
that worked.
intentional. Absolutely intentional from Hot Dog.
I'll take a happy accident any day of the week. There's the Nexus. There you go, Nova Tiger. And we're going to cancel into the Vanquisher here. And we're going to make sure it's going to be a bone-breaking combo. And I think he has to respect the step kick meaty unless Hot Dog wakes up with level 1. And he done a Tiger shot instead,
That
just
was
in
so
case.
Genius.
Chips.
And
Yeah.
that was so
Yeah,
smart, too,
there's no
because
reason
he
to
highlighted
even
the
try to
level 1. Blaz
level
2
one
stepped
there.
ahead with the OD Tiger shot. He had the meter. He had enough to kind of let that rip. Oh my lordy. What
My
drive
God.
rush check? What are you talking about, Hot Dog? Blaz again.
There you
Just
go.
ahead
Yeah,
of
at
the
a certain range, you
Standard
just
medium
can't
punch.
check drive rush. You just gotta accept that something's happening.
And he gets another conversion. He will get into the uppercut here. Hot Dog might have to drive reversal. He's just going to block it out right now, Vicious.
Yeah, he got a spacing that was safe.
He doesn't know on the drive gauge.
Punish. There's a punish.
You cannot do that, man.
Hot Dog is just shaking his head, right? Throwing out some of these punishable situations. Yet again, Blaz with the walk and block, and that's going to put Hot
Yeah,
Dog into
that's
the
about how I
loser's
thought that
side.
would go.
2 back-to-back 3-0s coming in from Group A. We do get the dream match. Shanghai versus Blaz in the winners finals in this group.
It looked a bit difficult on paper for both the players, but this is why these guys were in the EWC Grand Finals. This is why these guys are some of the best there. I've got to give credit to Blaz, man. That meticulous spacing, just strategizing things like he's 10 steps ahead, where some of the things that Hot Dog may have done might have been actually planned in advance for him to actually be comfortable throwing out so many Tiger shots.
That's so wild.
Yeah, even
you
the
think about,
whip
like,
punishes as well that you were talking about.
Even the amount of times that Hot Dog decided to go for maybe like the scissor kicks to kind of close the gap.
Well, at least you
Why was
got
all
a
of sudden
decent
Blaz trying to
match
walk up intentionally
up
within that
going
space
into
of
Juicy
punch?
Joe.
Right, he has been reading Hot Dog the entirety of these games, and it's quite impressive to see when somebody's going to initiate a plan and actually be like, you know what, I've already had the counter. I know when you're going to do this. So effortlessly, it feels like, from the side of Blaz.
Well, we're looking at the score sheet here on Group A. This has actually been a dominating set thus far. Will somebody get another 3-0, seal the deal, or will we get a 3-1 or 3-2? But we're going to talk about that later. It will come later.
This is in this
We're
group.
going back to Group B, match number 2 here. Attack on Heavy Tank, Rejects own Fudo, going up against Singapore's finest. He's been at Capcom Cup for numerous years now. And
Yeah,
he's
I expect
back here
Fudo to win this
with
one, but Bravery
aka
is
the Dauntless. What a nice moniker
pretty
for him.
crazy sometimes.
And he is somebody also, I feel like, hasn't
Can't see
gotten
Shanghai
the
losing?
he deserves. He's gone to Capcom Cup 3 times previously. He's still
I don't know, we'll
Back-to-back
see.
That's right, that's right. And he's been such a trendsetter for his region playing Cammy. At the same time, now we get to talk about what goes on potentially in this matchup. Fudo has had so much practice against Akira. If you take a look at his field, and even throughout Street Fighter. One of the biggest things that I do appreciate from Bravery is the way he initiates his offense.
Yeah, I feel for him, though. I don't know
With his plus frames off
what
the
kind of
ground,
pose I would go for in this kind of
He's
situation.
still gonna rely on
I'd
that
probably
good amount of
do
skill
something
turns away
worse
to
looking.
see if you will force yourself to perfect parry them, to even like take another strategy. He wouldn't mind setting the pace in that way as soon as he scores that knockdown, but can he score that knockdown early against someone like Fudo?
So he's going to start out with Ed. He does have a DJ, but I guess one of the most concise questions is how will Fudo contain Bravery? That's the biggest thing for me.
Oh my god,
The
immediately.
game with the
Hooligan.
hooligan. What do we talk about, Jammers? My man trying to set the pace early.
I feel this man plays his own game within Street Fighter 6
Oof.
regardless of what character he plays, and he's actually lost a substantial amount of life here, Vicious. There's a throw. He's not going to DP just yet.
He's also akin to doing instant OD dive kicks as well, but Fudo, god damn, son! What
Indeed.
a snipe out from that close.
That was a
He had the
confident
scope on the whole
DP.
time.
Well, he's got to be more respectful of the horizontal range, the horizontal dominance that
Are you
Ed
kidding me?
exhibits. So look, he's just ready, dude. You're actually throwing yourself to the walls. This is not the way you want to start the day
Yo.
here, Bravery.
My man threw out the fierce and exact timing against that spin knuckles activation. That is
I mean, the
wild.
name definitely checks out. He's been doing the
It's a throw.
Cammy thing since Street Fighter 5.
Active at the moment. Perfect parry there for Fudo. Gonna get a conversion to the Psycho Blitz.
We talked about that aggression.
Gotta watch out for the-
Right, he was
oh
not
my
shy about
God.
throwing out a lot of these drive rush cancels, but now
Watch out
it's
for
really
the-
working out against
oh my-
Fudo!
That doesn't work.
Oh,
Does it? Oh my god.
Yo.
Wow.
How many many active frames of the Psycho Chamber.
I've actually never seen that connect like that before. But I guess that's why that exists, is to do an anti-air cancel into it. Jesus Christ. I think
Stop dive kicking, please.
I think Fudo might have prepared for this match.
And you know what?
do we just purpose it with,
You know what I'm gonna say if you keep doing it, right?
I'm not even gonna entertain that idea. But this is exactly the type of strategy that Bravery was gonna go with, right? If he didn't score the knockdown, he would go for those dive kicks. He would take to the skies a good amount of time.
Well, look, if anything, let's think 2 steps ahead. If he's trying to make sure he gets the dive kick at the perfect range to get the frame advantage, now do the light one. Let's see how switched on Fudo actually is. Because if you make the cycle uppercut the light version with, he can drive rush in afterwards, get fat combo, put him in the corner. And then you got to deal with Fudo's wake up. Let's see what he does.
He is not. Does not give a shit. Oh, nice.
A very shallow hooligan attempt. Does bait out Fudo's reactions. Out of the door a little bit. Does snipe out the back. The back walk, excuse me.
Gets a forward throw here, does Fudo. I'm very interested to see his drive gauge over time against Bravery because, again, just containing this style and optimizing it. He's done it again. And he's not even doing it with a light. He's doing it with a heavy vicious.
Disgusting. The barrage coming in from Fudo.
Huh?
Get a
Chance?
Does get that low medium kick now forward throw a little too far out. How he close the gap? Spiral arrow.
He's gonna dive kick again. Yeah, he's gonna dive kick. And this is the thing. Now because he knows it was gonna kill, he went for a bigger and more riskier EX Psycho uppercut. Does more damage.
I can see the shirt already, Jammers. I almost called you dive kicker. I swear to God, I almost did.
Damn, that sounds like a lame superhero name.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy. All right,
My man does not want to be on the ground.
Right now, how is he going to escape here? Almost got level 3, but he's trying to jump away, and it's just not working. It's not working, dude.
Oh my God! Every single heavy is landed against Bravery.
One more.
And you saw the counter in Bravery.
You see Fudo after that? He's just like, man, this guy.
He's got to take a breather here, Jammers. He's got to readjust. Bravery has not had a chance to play on all fronts.
All right, he's probably still going to be stubborn because he's trying to avoid.
Oh, he went for the the shallower edge, and Fudo did not DP.
Has not been worked. He hasn't been fully adjusted to it yet.
Brother. Oh my God. DP? Oh, you thought. Jesus Christ. Okay, Fudo might be winning this group.
This man had a new purpose when playing this game, and we're seeing everything, the reaction.
Like, I love Ending Walker, but holy shit, the Fudo's looking scary right now.
On the way down, we get the punish counter off of that side switch. Fudo being able to harass with that meaty fireball as well. Taking to the skies a little bit too late, actually, to try to get that DP.
Nice throw tech there as well. Being very confident and respectable as Cammy's crouching fierce, although it's plus on block. Anti-air. No conversion though, because I think it's too far for a blitz.
Jesus Christ.
Slug it out.
Just needs one hit now.
Got a level 3 Fudo. He can be audacious if he wants to.
Ah, and you just said it! Bravery again! Getting clipped out of the air. Raw level 3. This is hella damage. It's also hella dead. 3 games straight following suit.
God damn.
Tickling down into Group B. Fudo making a quick master against Bravery.
Maybe he got as a doctor's appointment. He's got somewhere to be because clearly that was done in
okay, you can get the fuck out of here.
Stuff there as well, and proving a point because I get it. You do have to be stubborn. You can't be deterred or be dissuaded from using your strategy. But look, Fudo pretty much done probably 80 to 90% of the counters to Cammy's dive kick as an edge player. And what a way to seal the deal with a level 3. That's the most damaging and the furthest reaching counter. And it's like, okay, well, if you're going to keep doing it, mate. And I did say, it's like, look, you're going to have to do something audacious if you want it. And he done the level 3 and he got it. So I'm just very surprised that Bravery's just never deterred by the amount of damage people can do to him.
He's playing on infinite life mode, is what it is.
Yeah, except he forgot to switch on after inserting the cheat code.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No shark in this system, I'll tell you what. But it is what it is. Bravery, we talked about how he wants to play. We've started him very extensively, as we try to do with all players. Fudo.
Yeah, he definitely should have slowed down.
His reward now, having to face off against Ending Walker.
Can't wait for that, and we won't actually get that in moments to be, but we will transition back to Group A. I tell you what, these matches, regardless of what the results have been so far, they've been living up to the standard. They have been electrifying in their own right, and again, all these guys, we don't have any...
Fuda was just, like, all he had to look for during that match was the dive kick, it seems like.
These guys, again, just getting accustomed to what's going to happen throughout the days to come here. Obviously,
I mean, that is Bravery's playstyle. He's been doing that, like I said, since at least Street Fighter V. He probably played Street Fighter 4 a little bit too.
Especially when we saw the beatdown.
I don't know, he's kind of young, so maybe not.
That was, I know it's 3-0, but if you look at everything in between, the intricate stuff, the details, some of the stuff he pointed out as well, that was a prelude to the massacre he might be able to inflict.
Both rather clinical, and it's a great way to set that tone. On the other side of things, right at the top of the show, we saw another 3-0 coming in from Shanghai.
Man, these are two crazy matches for this these first winners finals.
What happens to the loser side? You can take a look. Kawano versus Bravery moving on into day 2, where one of them will get eliminated and the other moving on into phase 2.
I think Bravery might be a little bit more confident with that, because shouts to Brandon up in Singapore. He plays a very formidable Akuma as well, so maybe you might be able to speak to him beforehand or just get the practice in from there. The internet's actually pretty good around here, so these guys have actually been like training like crazy. Some of the guys arrived in Japan early to get some practice in. A lot of these guys have been conversing, because again, outside of a high octane environment and a super competitive environment, it's a time for a lot of these guys to meet each other at least once a year, because a lot of these guys haven't seen each other for a while. So,
it does feel like a family reunion of sorts. Either way, this is the run back. This is exactly what a lot of the fans.
The young karate master using Muay Thai.
Were deciding. Shanghai going up against Nagoya-kun, aka Blas.
Look, man, they say in a marriage you got to bicker every now and then to develop and build the relationship. These two, in terms of their rivalry in Street Fighter 6, they've been bickering back and forward, and I tell you what, the results are keeping things high. I don't know if this is the 4th or 5th time they've encountered each other in the past year. I'd have to double check that, but the most recent one was
the flex with the Evo
in China.
controller.
It was GTW New Year 2026. We saw Blas had to run a gauntlet on a lot of my players out in China. That was very surprising to see for me. But
even the gauntlet beforehand, he had made a trip over to Japan and fight up against all the SFL Japan competitors as well. And he had quite the list. Somebody put it on the notes, and he was XOing everybody a good amount. And these were clean W's for the side of Blas.
I wonder if Shanghai goes Mai in this matchup, or if he goes Bison. I forget what he played in this matchup last time. Probably Mai.
My thing is, because I did hear Blas in the back room, he said like he's super confident coming into this. He's done the homework, and again, when he loses, you know, when he lost to Psycho in SFL US, he started playing Kimberly for a little bit. He has a very high esteemed opinion.
He has
Blanca.
a booger.
Arguably, a lot of people saying Blanca's in the top 5. He's been dabbling it there.
He's trying so hard to get that thing out of there.
To Mai, to initiate everyone actually really experimenting how they can counter Mai's neutral. We're seeing it there. He knows, like I said, I just call him an artist of this game. Give him the blank canvas and he'll show us what's up. You might not understand the picture that will hang up in the museum at the end of the day, but he knows what's up. And that's what's got him to the dance here as well.
On the other side of Shanghai, though, when you talk about like how he's been preparing for these matchups, sure, he took the L over in China, but let's not forget, he had taken down Ending Walker at one of the biggest stages we could ask for over at EWC. How do you take the culmination of all your progress coming in from the big W to also the big significant beatdown over in China to get yourself...
And Nagoya-kun.
Believe in what you've been doing, because the fact that the results have been going back and forth is they're not too far off each other in terms of, right, we've established actually a very good fundamental respect in the ground game. It's just 1 or 2 counter plays. Zhao Hai's actually got some really good spacing and whiff punishing. And there's actually something, Hot Dog wasn't able to exploit it, but Zhao Hai, I've seen Higuchi do it as well, and there's one other player seen do it. When Sagat likes to predominantly do crouching medium punch to drive rush. A lot of people don't try and whiff punish the crouching medium punch. Zhao Hai is one of the people that does, which forces Blas to play a different way. So if we see how he spaces himself to make sure the crouching medium punch whiffs, we're going to see that they're already Ryu engine there to get things opened up so he doesn't get put into pressure too early.
And he's spacing his knees pretty well.
Xiaohai already getting that engine running.
But now you in the corner.
Back-to-back throws thus far.
Throw looping.
Oh, the uppercut eventually has to come out from Blaz. Not afraid to take that risk. That could have been death if Xiaohai blocked it.
He did commit there. He thought he got the whip punish on that stand heavy punch with his own stand heavy punch. That is a very laggy, slow button there. And he did commit to the target combo. Another EX uppercut there from Xiaohai, just setting the pace on defense.
Sitting down off the attempt of that Tiger knee. Back-to-back
Okay,
medium.
still got some.
Catch one with the down. The crouch medium punch, excuse me. Blaz able to at least create some space for himself. He's not going to let the Tiger shots rip. He's going to have this.
That was a good backdash from Xiaohai.
Punish on the side of Xiaohai, and now with the killer beat bump.
There you go, and the stand medium kick did dissipate the fan there, but Xiaohai's trying to encroach back in on the space that is actually lethal for Sagat in case he can't whip punish correctly. It's a block on the overhead. That was a last-minute block there as well. Anti-air from Xiaohai. Can he throw loop him to death? Will he commit?
One more touch from Xiaohai. Same with Blaz, technically. You are in critical art territory. Keeping it tight.
There's a back throw.
Oh, back there, yeah.
Heavy.
The delay, he delayed that as well. I saw it on the crouching heavy punch. And there's going to be a Vanquisher coming out. It is the CA version as well. I don't think I need a question mark because this should do the trick.
Almost definitely. The king coming in with the damage.
Tiger Jinrai.
Blaz holding himself pretty well. Getting that side switch. Xiaohai at that moment, you saw that backup.
Walked away. This is the thing, you can walk away from Sagat's stand medium punch, block twice, you walk back in neutral, you're good, but then he's allowed to overextend one of the step kicks. He will activate level 1. He will get the amplified fans. Let's see how he handles it. There's another throw there from Xiaohai. Oh, the audacity to wake up jab. I see it.
We'll definitely take that.
Oh, he was trying to bait a parry there.
In fact, it's now inside of
Got that one now.
Parry attempt.
Don't throw a fireball. Xiaohai is buffering that level 2.
Dwindling down, interrupting the start of his Blaz with crouch medium. Yet again, now he's going for the drive rush. He's initiating as much as he can while
Didn't believe.
in this burnout state.
They're slugging it out. Good block on the overhead. He's about to get his bar back. Drive gauge back online here for Xiaohai. Can he get out of the corner? He needs to get out.
Blaz is giving him that space. He's absolutely giving
They're
him
both
that
looking
space.
for level 2, probably.
Space on this map, this stage.
There we go, good blocks. That's punishable. That's punishable.
Oh, man. Look at the target combo.
Drive rush cancelable. And it will be the level 3 to close out game 1. That's super important because Sagat has 2 target combos. And if you see the one that ends with the punch, the crouching heavy punch is allowed to special cancel into it. That one you can only cancel to supers. So it looks like he wanted something big there, Blaz, and it was unsuccessful.
Multiple target combos, not finding the mark in terms of timing with Xiaohai's approach. Blaz is looking to refine himself, and he's doing a great job. Nearly 50% taken down from Xiaohai.
Went for the shimmy, got checked.
Find the mark. Oh, the uppercut, Blaz. He really wants this control, jammers.
That's the thing there, but as you want the control and put him in the corner as soon as possible. And there is a counterplay straight to the uppercut, and he will close out the round with another Tiger uppercut here. How this man is able to keep up with anyone blow for blow, bar for bar is sensational. What a whip punish.
And just the animation of it all, the way he charges up that big fist.
Oh yeah, the wind up?
It is just so well animated. Even the sound design is nasty. Either way, taking a look at all the plus frames, medium punch just harassing
drive gauge
with it.
There you go. Now one of the changes was good anti-air fireball trap there.
You can't do that.
When you do parry these fireballs, and he's going to get the Savage Tiger. Is he going to launch him? No. He's going to go for a hard knockdown because he wants to burn him out. He wants to burn him out, and he was successful. Oh.
You're dead?
Is he dead? It was enhanced! The extra damage coming in clutch! That was quite the question. I didn't even know.
I'm surprised he went for the hard knockdown, the Tiger Pendulum. I think it's cool, but...
I think that was actually a really good choice because he did get the burnout there. He just scramble afterwards, didn't go his way.
And there's a forward throw. How are we going to build on this? Is Xiaohai going to break away?
This is the first time we've seen control from Blaz over in the corner.
Oh, he missed!
Oh,
no!
He missed it!
Oh, dude, that sucks. But he's going to go back to the mid-screen. He's still got a huge life lead here, Vicious. Gets the medium kick target combo, and that should be the round.
And now you're dead.
He has got another Savage Tiger on deck, and he is going to use it. There you go.
Into the Tiger raid. Tying it up. 1-1. A slight mishap could have been destruction for the side of Blaz, but he's recovered quite well.
Dang, going right in.
Listen, I think this was going to go the distance, regardless of how we're looking at it now and the stats leading up to it. We were going to see things go the distance there. Blocking that drive rush, crouching medium punch. That is +2 on block, leaves him in throw range as well. So that is a lethal thing from Blaz. And it's a true block string if he doesn't run crouching medium punch on the drive rush cancel.
Yeah, that's why also Blaz is starting to steal turns a lot more with that standing medium punch because of the fear of pressing any sort of button against that particular normal.
Blocked it. That's -3, so you can't punish that Nexus. That's punishable though, but I think Mai's buttons are too
Yeah,
far.
Mai can't really do it with her lights.
That's probably why he's abusing it.
Oof! Punish counter off the crouching medium punch. Blaz on the way to possibly getting another round. And the timing of it all as well. Sniping.
He's just aiming the bar.
Another crouching medium punch is so daunting to face up against that.
This the momentum is really going on Blaz's side right now.
Still, it doesn't look like Zhao Hai is dissuaded by what's happening, and Blaz is slowly creeping into a comfortable position in this first to 3. I like that he didn't move after the perfect parry, because Blaz got the crouching medium punch into the uppercut before. Zhao Hai's watching the fan pan out. It's another Kaguru no Mai.
Traps. Forcing the burnout for himself as long as he gets that knockdown, that drive reversal.
There you go. Pressure being applied. No Tiger Knee just yet.
Oh!
Yeah, he got it.
He was looking for something else, but that works.
Packs away.
One end to the other. Great block
Oof,
in the
my
overhead.
god,
Also
the
going to
blocks.
Oi, interrupted. The charge fan can get it in the corner carry once again. Still has options on wake up here. There's Zhao Hai.
The trade!
You can't, dude. We're playing elongated sets now. You cannot. You just have to respect that button. I hate it, but you have to respect it because he's allowed to get the crouching medium punch and just drive rush cancel into oblivion.
What did we talk about earlier? How often Blaz was going into standing medium punch over and over again, max 3, and needed like a little stutter step back into another plus scenario. Zhao Hai thought to himself, I feel a little bit confident that he's going to go into it again. The
that
one
unicorn?
time, that he went for the proper frame trap. Destroyed.
Here's the thing for me. One of the things that makes Sagat the strongest, or one of the strongest characters in the game, is obviously stand medium punch. 6 frames +2 enables the trade combo. But how many ways can he set up the stand medium punch, set up the trade? Nova Tiger, drive rush crouch medium kick, space tiger knees.
Right.
There's many ways he can do that. And where you pick
The
to
walk
challenge,
forward.
that's the problem.
Oh, a little out of space. That's one thing I didn't like about playing Mai.
Feels a little bit bad. Blaz,
You kind of had to drive rush as with her whiff punishes because
micro walk too to get those 2
it actually
But look how much drive gauge that was.
her moves will whiff at a further ranges.
Sweep on the high tiger.
OD uppercut. Shao Hai contained. Tiger knee. The screen didn't shake. He was going to be plus.
Back throw, nice delay back throw there from Zhao Hai. And comes the tiger shots. He might need to do an EX fan soon here, Zhao Hai, but he's looking to save that drive gauge for a conversion. A pretty big one at that. There it is. Level 2. He's going to get level 2. And he needs to spend the level 2. No, he can't do it.
No, he doesn't. He just needs level.
Kaguru no Mai. Because he was at the corner, he went for a different version with the crouching heavy punch into that target combo from the back heavy kick. So good situational awareness and optimization there from Zhao Hai as well.
Observe that bar going into this next round. Overhead does get blocked. Immediately going into the jab. Blaz with the backdash away. Finding success, finding the punish counter. With the uppercut. Drive rush on in there. A little bit of a stutter step. Shao Hai not being baited.
Oh, actually close enough for the punish.
Kaguru no Mai yet again. He's enhanced.
There you go. Beating out the regular tiger shots there with the enhanced fan, but 3 stocks left, 2 stocks left. Savage Tiger, what's he going to do? Is he going to launch him? No.
Double perfect parry into that, huh?
There he is.
Nice, good frame advantage there as well.
Some of the low tiger shots. Low drive gauge for the side of Shao Hai. The jump in does get corrected.
Nice.
Shao Hai.
No, it's too far.
Oh,
Or it might have been the wrong frame advantage, I'm not sure. It did say counter hit on that back heavy kick.
That's right. Delay on the background house again. Forward throw.
Careful of the parry.
He tried to disrupt the timing on that parry, but Blaz just held it. He committed to the parry regardless.
Blocks it away, and a level 2. That's going to burn him out. I think that's just about burn him out.
If he goes for the raid, it could kill. It's not just dead yet.
No, level
Oh
2,
my
level
God,
2.
you
He needs
can't
that-
throw a
he needs that
fireball
OD bar.
now.
He needs that OD bar.
Too close.
He tried to commit. He thought Zhao Hai might challenge, because when you do the Nexus into the Nova Tiger, or sorry, the Mighty
All right,
Tiger,
down the
use
wire.
frame trap, So I think he tried to gamble if he'd commit. So it's 2 apiece right now. Oh boy.
Back and forth call-outs. Both Xiaohai and Blaz into the final game.
Damn, these boys are putting on a show.
Wrong. Counter hit. A little bit of a delay on the medium punch. Heavily rewarded. OD, Ryu Engine, bring it out. With that crouching medium punch again. A ton of mileage from Blaz.
Don't do it again. Please don't do it again.
Do it one more time.
Nah, hell no. Yeah, hell no.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Oh, hold on a minute. It caught him though. That is plus, yeah. He made it meaty enough for that to be plus. That crouching medium punch there.
It's a low step kick block.
You need that bravery. No anti-air though.
Does it again. Blaz reluctant to even try to challenge because again, he is negative after that low step kick.
Oh, he's trying to anticipate something, and he gets the whiff punch. This is what I'm talking about as well. Some of the players are good at actually getting into whiff with crouching medium punch. Get that whiff punish there, but this is potential loss round here for Xiaohai.
Excellent block on the overhead, and now checking 2 lows back to back inside of Blaz. Low step kick finds the mark. Perfect time, a perfect parry afterwards. Taking your turn, rightfully so. Xiaohai was ready for it.
No level 1.
Oh, he might get it now.
This is looking rough.
No
Still winnable, but
he jumps out of the
oh, that was a big delayed throw.
Another pivotal DP like they did in the EWC Grand Final, and the Vanquisher
going for the burnout, but man, if you don't successfully bait the level 3, you're dead. You just, yeah, you just a sweep.
Try to parry, yeah, he's trying to take his turn back, and he saw it as well.
Step kick, still your turn. Ball this burnout state, drive gauge. Back on for Xiaohai. Low step kick, not a counter hit.
Chosen. There's a throw.
This is so stressful.
This is tense. He's got to watch out here. Encroaching on that space, being dangerous. Next hit will win it for Xiaohai.
Low step within range. Xiaohai trying to check a walk back with low medium kick. Blaz is ready for it. Does find the opening down below.
Go to the corner.
This is momentum for Blaz. Oh, Rio engine, hook, line, and sinker, baby. We're going to a final round.
Oh man,
In those knees
I can't believe we brought that round back.
Still said, I'm gonna take the calculated risk and go for the bait there. And that is what brings us down to this final moment here in Group A, Phase 1, on the winner's side of things. Didn't do anything.
Stand out with the medium kick, but it's counter against Xiaohai. Damage goes that drive gauge, perfect parry, yet another sequence called out by Xiaohai, now going into the level 1.
He needs
Big
that level
time
1
changer with this fireball.
Yeah, he needs that level 1 here just to gain advantage in the neutral here, but that's exactly why Blaz
Another side switch.
to regain that control. That was very lucky that didn't connect. Replenishing that drive gauge, Vicious.
Trying his damnedest to do so, while also
Holy
bending
shit,
up
this
against
man
the goal.
is guessing right.
He's got level 3. If he hits him now, the Vanquish is coming out.
What a delay and what a block from Xiaohai.
Oh my god, what a check.
Burnout is there.
No level 3 though. He's not going to delay the process. This is huge. This is huge. Because
Okay.
he delayed the recovery process on Blaz's end. It's not going to be thrown to kill, but he can inflict a lot of pressure. But he still has to respect Vanquisher. He still has to respect
2 plus.
Vanquisher. He's not done yet. He's not done yet. That's plus. He's about to get gate back. He's about to get gate back.
Jammers!
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh no, no conversion.
Hold on a minute. One more throw. He's going to respect it. That's tip. That's tip. Oh,
He's
wow.
not dead yet!
Hold on a minute. He's got to respect the uppercut as well. Anything can come out now.
Oh no. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Blaz genius! What a call out, no fear in his heart, dashing up the big green against the contender, and you can see the devastation from the side of Xiaohai.
You thought there was no time from the king to get the dash into the Savage Tiger. He thought he was able to snatch that victory because of the burnout. He turned pale, but listen, in those dire moments, input the move anyway.
Yeah, that was
You
definitely
let the
intense.
game play its part. You can see how much this means to Xiaohai because that was big. That was big. That was a straight ticket to top 16.
That was such a finely played moment from Xiaohai. The moment where he thought he couldn't get the chip. The moment where he thought he could catch Blaz slacking. It just wasn't enough time. The controls were just a little bit too slow. Slow enough for Sagat to dash up into Fireball and vulnerability off of that level 2. Insane.
You can see it, how much that means to him. The tournament's not over, but you can see how much that means to him. A 3-2 down to the wire. And in this game, one of the most crushing moments is when, hold on a minute, victory is literally behind the glass cabinet, but it's transparent for a reason. You can see it, but you can't touch it until everything is done. But boy, I hope we did that match justice, because those guys on stage played the part. The saga continues.
This game is sick. This game is sick, Jammers. Oh my god, this game is sick.
Dude, I might have to go back and look at a lot of stuff, because a lot of low step kicks hit. Zhao Hai got a lot of perfect parries. We saw Blaz introduce and mix up different answers from perfect parry on the Kai Chosen. We actually saw a lot of discipline from Zhao Hai not to do a lot of Kai Chosens as well, just to kind of be something that can skip neutral. The skedaddle skedoodle, as I like to say.
Okay, I've never heard you say that in your life.
He was working towards it. Have you not heard skedaddle skedoodle? I control neutral. You not heard that?
Yeah, I've heard it, but I've never heard you say it.
I've said it a few times.
Well, you know.
No, you know what? Another round of applause from the crowd, because you know what? They got a lot of stuff to do. And we're not even done for the day yet, because we go back to another head-to-head on the winners' final here. The Lord's Apprentice going up against the Attack on Heavy Tank. Two of some of the favorites for some people.
For a lot of people. There are so many Ending Walker fans in Japan. It is absolutely bonkers. When Ending Walker was having his walkout moment, the fans were going nuts.
Dude, that is crazy.
Oh, shout-outs to the Walker family, by the way. Mama, Papa, and Brother Walker.
Yes.
Hope you guys are doing well.
You know, he taught his brother how to play Honda on a keyboard.
That was a good fan.
That is how devilish this kid is.
That's mean.
He taught his brother how to play Honda on the keyboard. I'm never going to forgive him for that. Because he brought his brother down to a WSO once, and he's just happily playing on keyboard. But anyway, we got to focus on the main man at the moment. Ending Walker was one of the pioneers of Ed from late stage Street Fighter 5 coming into this game, but Problem X did say, and he actually heeded the words of advice, and he knows it. Ryu kind of fits his style a bit more, accommodates it better, especially in this meta of the game, but he pioneered a lot of Ed's conversions in Season 2, did Ending Walker, and a lot of these guys in Japan, they caught up now, but let's see how this pans out between these two.
Going right into it, game number 1, Ending Walker versus Fudo. Fudo is at a pretty good place to set the tone for the matchup. Being able to erase the fireballs, throw some of his own at different speeds. Ending Walker has to be really wary about how he approaches going up against Fudo.
I think he'd rather engage more with the flickers and the normals instead of the Psycho Spark, just to like forget the perfect parry. But then if you engage in the normals and Fudo's ready, because you've been checking a lot of dangerous approaches today, whether it be a dive kick or a drive rush.
Stop saying that word, Jim.
There you go, flicker away.
Still having to play against Fudo's pacing. Checking on the drive rush, scratching jabs.
Nice check on the light, yeah.
He's been starting a lot of lights into drive rush checks from the guys today, Ending Walker. I like that he's been such observant towards that, and that will get the conversion into the standing heavy kick to close that round out there, Vicious.
Let's see if Fudo can do it again, or if Ending Walker's really the aggressor. From out of nowhere, he would walk it up a pretty good amount into that drive impact. Fudo fell susceptible to it. Oh, dashing up, excuse me?
Well, luckily that's safe on block. There we go, pushes him away. Low on drive gauges, Ending Walker again, so he actually needs to, yeah, he's going to hold it. They're going to play chicken. Yeah, he's going to hold it. He can't commit to the forward.
Fudo being ready for that as well.
Nice conversion, level 2.
Get the juggle. One flicker, one upper, kill rush, excuse me.
Look at the damage on that, dude. Damn.
Kind of insane. Plus you're in burnout, plus you get the chip. But if you get the confirm...
This is looking pretty rough. Man, he's rematching right away.
It seems difficult because Ending Walker's trying to find the correct spacing that's comfortable for him to kickstart his campaign in terms of offense, but he can't really be liberal with fireballs either, which Fudo's is just walking him down to the corner. He has to do it slow and steady.
Different aspects of the approach for Roundhouse does get stuffed out yet again.
Flicker away. Yeah, just flicker away. Flicker the wrist, as they say.
Ooh, got you tucking.
A lot of escape gained against Fudo, close to the corner, into the corner, I should say now.
And So yeah, he saw that coming. That was a late stage psycho uppercut there, and he will close out the round. A little bit of risky play here, and it's starting to frustrate him. I can see it in the gameplay. Maybe not on his face right now. The Ending Walker's gonna have to slowly but surely switch it up. He done it against Kawano. He can do it against another Japanese player.
Now changing the timing of his own off of the step up forward with the down crouching right, excuse me. Oh, the uppercut to reset that momentum against Ending Walker.
Oh, okay, stubborn with the high blade kick. I like that. I see you.
I do like these options against Ed.
Forward throw now, once more, and another Ending Walker. Back to back throws against Fudo. How do you close the gap this time? Drive rush into a drive rush cancel. Into another drive rush. Yo, Ending Walker not shy with his drive gauge usage just to keep Fudo contained, right?
Hooray, and again, he uses Shinku Hadouken to break away because he was going to be a burnout. That's why he done the super instead, Vicious. Actually, good awareness of the drive gauge. Oh, he burned himself out there.
Carries OD uppercut, Fudo rebuttaling with the drive reversal upon wake up. Exchange now, back to back
Jesus
trades.
Christ.
Oh, that's going to work. Okay, this is big. He's going to replenish 2 bars of drive stock here, and he's actually in such a beneficial position here to close out this game.
He can definitely chip.
Away, I think.
Way to do it. You saw
Yeah,
it.
there wasn't really anything Ending Walker could do there. He could have taken
Either way, Fudo absolutely ready to
that, but I think it would have led to a chip sequence,
Sticking with the
guaranteed.
the game plan here, so it looks like he believes in what he does, but
Okay.
he's ready, man. He's ready.
into the fireball from their range. OD uppercut, the
I
OD.
mean, I guess he was reacting to dive kicks pretty consistently before, so it's not that big of a surprise.
He's been second best in a lot of departments here, and he's starting to jump out of fear. In the corner is Ending Walker.
Oh.
That was not the medium kick he needed there, Fuda.
The medium kick now is in favor of Ending Walker. Off of that couch, Fudo getting caught. Having to back away.
Oh.
Sweet.
Ow! Counter hit.
Jesus!
Okay.
Catching a delayed button, perhaps.
Is he dead?
Oh, he's hella good. He's hella good.
All
He
right,
told
all
me
right.
Ryu's fine. That's what he
Waking
told
up.
me.
What was the context?
Getting weird with it too.
He hit me with that combo. He said Ryu's fine.
Oh, Lord.
He's got a colossal damage output. I've been saying this for a while, but Ed, he does have that level 2 locked and loaded as Fudo.
Gonna turn a corner carry. Get a little damage on the drive gauge as well.
Oh, okay, yep. There we go. Got a game.
Sliding on in there. Multiple drive rush usages. Fudo. Trying to press the button. The timing is just so unique to these two players, right? You can see it kind of change up between each and every one of these games, catching multiple counter hits.
And that's the big thing, how often counter hits are actually occurring between these two as well. So I like that you actually picked up on that, Vicious. Good spot there. And already going to back into the corner once again. And he's going to get the drive impact on the Psycho Flicker. And he will go for the Oki of the Shoryuken. Good blocks here from Fudo. He's actually been doing really good blocking and delay tech, so he doesn't get caught out by a lot of these heavy buttons on pressure.
Makes a lot of sense. Trying to catch the tail end of that backdash with that sweep. He did that in the previous round. Not as successful. Multiple jabs. He's got the turbo buttons on.
There you go. He's starting to be a little bit more comfortable in that range of crouching heavy kick, of standing medium kicks, get these whip punishes on deck. Is Ending Walker.
Back to back counter hits it again. I think that was just like a raw catch on Ending Walker walking back though. OD uppercut off of the parry. Doesn't want to fall susceptible to any of the flickers coming on in, right?
Oh, no overhead just yet. He's trying to delay pressure instead against Fudo. Fudo does have level 2. There's the Psycho Cannon. Can he jump out?
so
He's
gonna
gonna
mix
push him out,
here.
Yeah. Fudo's been doing that a lot more recently, pushing it out to help as a pressure tool, especially against burnout opponents for the chip damage. Got him, he's dead. Bang! Oh no, it was a light! Oh, okay, it was a light! Oh, he tried something.
See, that's risky.
Very risky there, but because it was a light, he was able to block in time. I didn't see that.
I thought he was going to be able to catch.
Yeah. Good spot there from Fudo. That's why he's.
I mean, it's not the fastest super either. It's like, isn't it like 12 frames?
I delayed, or I guess a little bit too early. Get the OD upper.
Got it, he made it.
That's gonna be a giant punish coming on in. Call Fudo. Close the gap. Drive rush. You know it. The trade-off.
No, that's fine. Against a heavy punch, that's fine, but it's going to be big damage here for Fudo. He can actually risk a drive impact if he wants to, but he's going to play it safe with the flicker. No chip, no anti-air either.
Oh.
Walk away, walk away. He has to walk away, yeah, because he needs that drive gauge to come back. Oh.
Fucking good check there. Yeah, Fudo is on fire today.
Thought he was allowed to drive rush forward. Fudo ready with the snipe out.
His drive rush checks have been sensational today thus far. Hopefully he can keep that up throughout the tournament because he did have some good stuff against Bravery. And now he was able to check a lot of drive rushes, especially with light kick as well, because sometimes the faster button may be the riskier one because you have to wait for them to come a little bit closer because it's quicker.
Yeah, I mean, he's covered all approaches thus far in a matter of 2 different sets, right? You saw the, I want to say, like the audacity coming in from Bravery to continuously go for dive kicks, hooligans, anything airborne. Then you have the exact opposite coming in from Ending Walker, where he's totally, I want to say, like, really developed in the ground game, right? You want to make sure that he's
I bet Ending Walker is hoping for Bravery because he. Now they can't do it again, but that match with Koano was so close.
Going in from Group B.
So that does mean there is a possibility that Koano and Ending Walker could run it back. Will the scoreline be the same? There's only one way to find out, and that will be within the days to come. This is how Group B has transpired on the winners bracket for Phase 1, Day 1 here. So Fudo will advance on the winner's side to the finals for Capcom Cup 12. Of course, and you will see Team Reject in the SFL Worlds on the Friday
going into Saturday, Sunday as well. Yeah. Dude, I am winded. I'm not going to lie to you. Group A exceeded my expectations. They were rather high. But going into that final moment, I could not have called it.
I mean, that's a grand final in itself then and there, and that was only to get out on the winner's side of that group.
Yeah. Following suit into Group B as well, man, what a banger to see it too. You see the first 2 players in the Hall of Top 16 making it on Sunday. It's Blaz from Group A and Fudo from Group B respectively. You see the rest of them, Xiaohai, Juicy Joe, Hot Dog, Kawano, Ending Walker, and Bravery. They still got to continue on into Day 2 for Phase 1.
Yes, indeed. And I tell you what, it's just been electric from start to finish. And again, the other talent that's coming through, the other players that are waiting to play up on stage as well, these guys are living up to their expectations. They've earned their right to be in Capcom Cup. They've been practicing long and hard. It's been an arduous journey, strenuous one at that. But again, nevertheless, it has been exciting. But it's going to be crazy because people are going to have to fall by the wayside. But if you're going to do it in a stylistic way, I mean, I'm down for it.
Absolutely, right? I mean, it's going to be quite the spectacle for all of us, and at the same time, I just hope the players do exactly what they practice, being able to perform it at full potential. You see it from the winner's side, they're able to do it. You got to continue on and move on from the loser's side. You have no other choice.
Yeah, I believe Daigo did say if you practice what you execute, then there's nothing to really fear when you come into tournament play.
No regrets either.
No regrets either, of course. There's obviously a lot of adaptation and things you got to do impromptu on the fly, but I think that's what being a competitor at this level is all about. We've seen a couple of these guys do things that are not necessarily uncharacteristic, but it's like, oh, okay, you might have implemented that today because you've changed your thought process to allow that room for adaptation to happen, especially at the high speed of Street Fighter 6.
Right. With that said, we have Group A and Group B. We have our winners standing by for their interview. We're going to take it over to Aru and Ryan Hart in just a bit.
はい、それではここから両グループを勝ち抜きました選手にインタビューを行っていきたいと思います。まずはグループ A を見事勝ち抜きました村瀬選手です。おめでとうございます。
そうですね、皆様インタビューカプコンカップ12インタビューコーナーへようこそ。グループ A とグループ B を突破した両選手への話を伺います。まずはブラズ選手からおめでとうございます。で、一つ目の質問はですね、去年2位になって。I want to ask him about his performance. Coming second last year, absolute dominant run throughout the year. We've seen him get second at EVO. We've seen him third place at UFA, victory in China, dominant in Shanghai as well. And now he's got a year of experience and he's coming back into this tournament. What has he changed mentally in his progress? で、その競争についての精神的なアプローチは一体どう変わりましたか？その1年。去年2位になって。で1年経って世界中回っていろんな大会競争して勝ってたりしてすごいいい結果を出せてるんですが一体そのアプローチはどう変わっていってるんですか
？Went through 3 layers here.
Difficult question.
ごめんなさい。難しくて皆さんがすごい知りたがる情報なので
そうだね
はい
he buscado ser consistente con mis habilidades, en hacer combos óptimos, hacer parry seguidos, sin fallar tanto. Y he estudiado a fondo cada detalle de mis rivales fuertes. Y siempre tengo la expectativa de hacer lo mejor de mí en cada pelea.
はい、やっぱり毎日練習をしてきていただいて、あとそして自分のゲームに対しても一つずつ何が足りないのかと、あとどうすればこういう風にどうすれば勝てるかということを
I thought I could watch maybe at least 2 groups by 1 a.m.
はい。英語ではですね、ちょっと訳してしてると。He put a lot of effort into. He locked in on the training, putting the hours in, multiple hours a week. He focused on
nearly
specifics
2 hours.
Of his gameplay, looking at where he's winning, where he's not, trying to identify processes so that he can get victory. It sounds like he's been doing a lot of different things that he can't explain in like a short answer. But yeah, he's been on the grind. He's been making sure that his condition is in top form as he approached Capcom Cup 12 to try and get that vindication after second place last year. そして。ありがとうございます。これからのね試合も頑張ってください。ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
はい、おめでとうございます。
good night, Philo. Yeah. I'll probably be watching some more tomorrow.
勝ち抜きました。はい、フード選手にもお越しいただいております。フード選手おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
I'll definitely watch some of this off stream, but I probably won't be able to catch up even with day 1, which will be nice because I can just skip to the matches. But yeah, you have a good night, and I'll catch you next time.